The truth is in plain sight, and they tell us who are they, or the leaders, those who control Denver Airport, reptilian titans coming from inside the earth. Hey, what more do you expect? Let's see some pictures. So all these objects, constructions and objects and all that stuff and everything we know so far, who built them? Like, why the heck do we have today these type of things much larger and bigger than our humanity? Well, simply because, by the way, this is just like a 3D concept, but I like it for the purpose of this video. Many places in this world, they would need something like this, but I guess if this happens, people are gonna get freaked out and they're just gonna, yeah, if people were like me, it would be a better world, but they're not. So this is in Egypt, in the desert in Egypt. Should I actually say it? A giant penis with testicles. I mean, come on. It could be something else though. It could be like a giant mushroom or something. It doesn't matter if it's like a giant penis with testicles or a mushroom or something else. Well, that's not natural. So that's what I'm saying. Then also this is in Bulgaria, country in Europe. Again, like the womb and vagina of a woman. I'm just saying, it's exactly identical, petrified. Of course, for many of you are going to say, oh, this guy is like a crazy conspiracy theorist inside his corner in the basement of his grandpa, antisocial and stuff like that. You're welcome to describe me the way you like most. The sleeping giant of Kos, it's actually called like that, and you can actually see the eyes and the mouth and the head and everything. Hey, sleeping giant, more like dead giant. I wonder if this was like the reset of the deluge, the flood, or something else. Thailand, the eyes and the nose and the mouth and everything. Again, the corpses everywhere. This is in Vietnam. You can actually see. I mean, it's debatable, but it's still similar. Again, Peru. This is in Peru. It actually looks like a body, like a not even a giant anymore. A titan, not giant. These are titans. Look at those mountains. This is Lake Baikal, by the way. Lake Baikal in, near Lake Baikal in Russia. Nose, mouth, and everything else. Titans mountains. If mountains are not giant trees, they're giant corpses. Sorry, titanic trees. They're titanic corpses of humans. This looks like a dragon. You can see the eye in the upper right, and also what's left of the mouth and stuff. Rurutu. This is Rurutu in the French Polynesia, by the way. And yeah, a different angle. Fascinating, isn't it? And again, the nose and the eye and everything else. Imagine what happened to these guys. What kind of technology? Who did this to them? How did they die? Again, you have to look at them, of course, from the perspective of like the side and vertical. This is like the face of the Indian, more like in Spanish, cara del indio. And this is Montasio, Italy. Again, it's always the nose. They had like huge noses, these guys. And the nose is very pronounced. And you can actually see the nose there in plain sight. Again, from the nose and the mouth and everything. These are titans. They grab you in your hand and they eat you alive. So yeah, that would be really nasty. In New Zealand, you can see the mouth and the eye and the nose. Some of them are like so huge and gigantic. Just the face is so huge. Imagine the rest of the body. The Sleeping Beauty in Peru. This case, a female titan. Talking about Shingeki no Kyojin, Attack on Titan, the manga anime, which was so successful. This is called Maori in Australia. More and more stuff. On the left side, you can see the face distorted, but you can still see the eye and the jaw and the mouth and the face. Just in the middle of nowhere, right? This is what nature really is. Nature is corpses of titanic living beings that were before us in a different time. But that's too much. Again, this looks something like an animal, like a reptile or something. You can see the eye and the big mouth. They're in the middle of nowhere. And you just ask yourself the question, what kind of technology can you use to petrify a living titanic being? Again, lots of islands are islands pretty much like we call like these tropical beautiful islands where people spend like thousands of dollars to go on a holiday or vacation. There you go. Now you know what many of them are. And you can actually see, it's like, just like if you don't actually want to, nature doesn't produce these things from lava and from like tectonical movements over the course of millions of years. You can actually see the eyes and the mouth and the face and everything else. A compilation of pictures now, so you can just pause the video and just be amazed at all that stuff. Footprints, and again, pictures and photos speak for themselves. They're there. It's just academically speaking and scientifically speaking, nobody wants to speak about this because I guess people are just scared and afraid. I guess that's the type of humanity we are part of. I mean, the Illuminati and the leaders actually show us, and they tell us all the time, we are just the sheep from the bottom. We are financial debt slaves, and that's the way it is. And unfortunate for us, the one on the left side looks more like a monkey, to be honest, similar to like a monkey face or a gorilla face. But yeah, you can see the mouth, the opening of the mouth and everything. It seems like as if like they died instantly and then they got petrified, some of them. And yeah, that's it. And again, in Denver Airport, what's the best way to make people believe that this is just science fiction? To show them in the face, to make movies, to make murals like in the Denver Airport, to make cartoons, to allow people to speak about these things, so that the big majority of the human population were just going to say, oh, you're just conspiracy theorists because you love adventure and fantasy and you live in your adventurous world. And that's the best way to hide these things. Not hiding them, hiding in plain sight, right? That's the thing. So yeah, let's finish with maybe one day we're going to see all of this. Who knows? I wish I had a friend like that. Then if I had a friend like that, the United Nations would listen to me. I'll see you guys in the next video.